Hello everyone, this is Darker Joe, and I'm doing another account review because I have not done one I don't think I've done one for uh, September, but I'm going to do one that's like September/October, just going to do my daily summon real quick. Alright, that's what I kind of had to do as well. Because I just woke up, so and I saw we're getting MLU Fiend. That's what it looks like at least, and I'm super excited because I love Yuffie and I use her a lot. I wouldn't say all the time, but anyways, so I will run through my units again. A lot has a lot of it has still stayed the same. Like I still have my speed Milim, my Yuffie, who again I'm excited for MLU Fiend, my 1,300 mystics that are not gonna be enough, but I'll find a way to get her. My Bruiser Milim that you see almost pretty much if you see Milim, if I'm picking Milim in a game, it's usually with her. I don't use my speed Milim all that much actually, but I like to have her as an option. You think okay, so I already showed that. Sermia still the same. I think I might have weakened her a bit for someone else, but I haven't used her. I should use her more. Again, I still have all three of my Lilibets built. My DPS Lilibet, which I use sometimes in Guild Wars. Aiden, which I don't use a lot of times. I've been starting to pre-ban her a lot actually because I just hate dealing with her, especially because I like using designer a little bit, and I just can't use her into Aiden all that well. Speed Lilibet, same situation as my Speed Milim. I'll use her sometimes, but like if you see me using Lilibet, it's probably the Bruiser one. Kana, I wanted to build her on a Bruiser build, but right now I'm just using her as for Expo. I mean, she's not terrible. I probably could pull her out in like RTA sometimes, but like. So I recently built Eligos, but I haven't really got a chance to use him. I need to level this up too, but I don't have. I'm trying to save as many of the powders as I can because there's just so many good stuff coming out. I'm like, kind of need to save the powders for pulling out the artifacts. So I can't get the charms, and charms are so hard to come by. But yeah, Teppersurin, another unit I don't use much, but I mean I have her built pretty decently. I think pretty good attack considering that it's hard to have good attack on her because her base attack was like what 1,000, but like really good crit damage, pretty decent speed that she can potentially cut. I really should use you actually. Wanda, I'll use occasionally too. I think my Wanda's pretty good. Pavel, not the best amount of damage, but like I'm gonna sure put a little bit of bulk on him so he can survive the AOE hits and stuff. But Carmen Rose, which is for Expo, I used to use her in RTA back season 2, season 3, or something like that. When she first came out, I used her a lot. When her SC came out, I used her a lot actually in that RTA season. Arrowell, I don't use Arrowell like at all, but there she is. Because I prefer a lot of other knights than her, honestly, which is kind of crazy considering that she's like the best knight potentially. Straze, mid speed, decent crit damage, low attack for him, but I mean I also don't have any imprints on him. But like I have Torrents at plus Portrait that makes up for the not crazy attack. So Zahak, not the fastest. Honestly, this Zahak's not bad when you really think about it. But like it's there. He still does everything he needs. He can still one shot Aidens even through like arrow wall type of thing. So it's fine. Bruiser Lilibet, I love using her. Sometimes it's just too hard to use her. She still needs another buff. But I love her. I love how I have her built though. Like, you would think this would be like low attack, but like her attack scaling has always been insane. Okay, so here's a few new ones. So Bruiser Secret. I think I used her in one of the videos I put up. Yeah, I believe I did. This is Bruiser Secret. Not really high crit damage, but like, you know, pretty good attack, pretty good bulk, and you know, 175 speeds usually what I'd say kind of like the bare minimum for like a bruiser unit. You would want 185 to 200 honestly, but 175 is like, I think it's at the bare minimum I think for like bruisers that I feel comfortable using. Anything slower than like 175, it's like, I don't know. I mean, well, again, then there's my bruiser Chloe, which I haven't used yet. She's 173, but I'm like, okay, well, 2 speed's not that big of a difference, I guess. But like, if we're talking like 160 speed on a bruiser, it's like you're really gonna get lapped too hard. But this is another unit I just rebuilt. I think she's okay. I haven't used her yet though, but you know, she's there. I want to use her at some point. Briar Witch Assyria, which again, not max crit rate, not maxed out S2. Just for I get screwed over and I can complain about it. Jacko, solid bulk, I guess you could say. Good crit damage, good attack with rage set. I don't use her, but I think this is a very scary Jacko build. Not fast though, so she won't cut like other. If I'm trying to fight a cleaver type of thing, she won't cut. But you know, Celine, I haven't changed her. I do want to put her on pen set eventually. I like the amount of damage she does. Besides for I want her on pen, but I mean her speed's slow. But like a lot of the times she just goes for the S2. I do want to rebuild her. I want to rebuild on a bruiser set, on making a bruiser, but. Benny Maru, I haven't really used him like at all in a while. I should probably just unequip him and give this artifact to someone else because it's kind of wasted since I don't use them. Bruiser Gaither, I haven't changed him since the last video I did it with him, and I believe I had him in there. Again, because I kind of skipped over September. We're kind of making this like September/October account review, so. But yeah, I believe I did have him back there, but this is, yeah, he's fun for sure. Senya, I also rebuilt too. No ER build though. Very solid health, pretty decent in defense. Kind of low attack for Senya, but immunity set, some effectiveness. But yeah, I do need to give her even more effectiveness or go for ER. But I don't really use Senya. I haven't really got a chance to use her really. But you know, I do kind of want to because she's actually a really good bruiser. Celestial Mercedes, I have not used her much at all in RTA. She's mostly there for like automation tower because she cleans up the first like 10 to 15 floors very easily because she's really strong in automation tower. Because there's so many enemies, you could just S3, S2 a lot, and that just cleans them up. So Cecilia, she's actually really good. I really like Cecilia. I use her a lot in Guild Wars, and I use her sometimes in RTA. I know I've had some videos up with her as well. She's really solid. I love the amount of speed I have on her. Decent enough bulk for, you know, Arius, and really good unit. I did not have an artifact for her. I just tossed this on her for now. It's not. I don't use her, so she just whatever. She's just holding gear at this point. I mean, it's not the worst gear because good speed. It's got some crit damage. If I can get that max crit rate and an actual artifact that actually works with her, it wouldn't be bad. All right, so I did a video for speed. ML Shoe. I used to have her on a more damage build. Like it used to be like 21 point. I think by roughly the same amount of health though. I think I used to have like 1300 defense and like 300 crit damage on pen set. But I decided to switch it with my Edward because my Edward was on speed build like this. So now Edward and ML Shoe's gear was switched. So when you see Edward, you'll see what it's more or less what MLShu used to be. My MLShu used to be, but this is what I think. Since a lot of people are doing speed on MLShu, it makes sense. I was like, you know what, 250 speed, decent enough bulk with Draco play, and not even terrible defense. I mean, crit damage, because we look at some of the other people's speed Shu, they'll have like 200% crit damage. It's like, no, I actually have some crit damage on mine. But I mean, they also probably have more defense because of it. But oh, this one's funny. So I do not know if when I'm putting this video up. I don't know if I'm putting it with the Berger Vildred match I had, because I have a recording of a replay with me using Vildred. This is my Berger Vildred. I will probably be uploading this probably the same day I'm uploading the Berger Vildred match, so you can see his stats here, and then and then you can laugh at it. It's really dumb, but it's kind of funny. It's Berger Vildred. It actually does pretty decently. Look at this bulk though. No one would expect Vildred to be this tanky. And yeah, even if you gab, you're not killing anything because it's not a whole lot of damage, but it's still like enough to help your team. That's funny. Oh wait, and actually, yeah. And if you look at this, I need to get the mod gems to get rid of some effectiveness too. I can get more like defense or crit rate. Saltaria, I don't use her that much, but she's like the low effectiveness, but she has like pretty decent ER with it, so. Inos 2.0, I don't know if I had her on the last one. I don't know if this is a newer unit I rebuilt. But pretty solid. I think, 192, so what, 207, and then she gets 60% off of her. She gets the ER buff, so it's 267 ER. Not bad defensive stats, too. Kind of slow, though, but, I mean, that's fine for Inos. My Summer Luluka. Not the best, 230-ish ER, but, effectiveness build as well. Some speed. Pretty decent bulk. Ram, this is one of the ones I'm talking about. Like, I like her, I like her bulk, especially with Proof of Valor. Like, her bulk is fine. Her damage is fine. If I got her, like, 25 more speed, then I would feel comfortable trying her out in RTA. But, like, 150 speed, it's like, I don't know. If I can get this same stat up with like 20 more speed, I might actually use her. I might actually try her out in RTA, but it's like it's kind of hard. Last Rider Crow, 145 ER, 213 speed. Pretty solid. I mean, since he's not an Arius holder, this is definitely a solid defense, and like his health actually kind of low considering that you want him higher health, but I kind of sacrificed some health versus the ER, so. Designing a little bit, one of my all-time favorite units and one of my best built units. Like, I love the amount of bulk that she has. She has so much defense. She has not so much defense. That's actually average, but she has so much health without sacrificing any of her defense for it. Pretty solid speed, even without speed set, and like pretty good crit damage. Like I love this designer a little bit. Almost any time I see an option to use her, I will use her. Yoha, honestly, this Yoha actually another unit that I am really happy with her build. Solid, solid enough defense, pretty good, and not the best health because Yoha would want like closer to 30,000 health, but like 27.5k HP with ER is that's pretty good. I don't think I can get rid of the 5% crit rate, can I? Or crit damage. No, okay. Yeah, I mean, but this is definitely one of those units I'm actually really proud of. Well, this one too, Ahmed. I love Ahmed. I've been trying to not use her as often because, well, there's just a lot of counters for her now, so. But 233, I don't think this gives her ER, does it? No. But 233 ER, which is, pretty good. 280 speed with okay bulk. Yeah, But there were times I kind of wanted to get rid of her, move her gear to someone else, into another soul weaver that can really, really be stronger with less counters. But it's like, I can't. I use her so much in Guild Wars. I pull her out still in RTA when I can. I just can't first pick her like I used to now. So I used to first pick her all the time. But as a later draft unit, I could definitely. She's an amazing later on. Pirate Captain Flan. The solid defensive stats, 215 speed, not the fastest, but okay, some attack, so you can actually the bomb disc get her, and then good speed, okay effectiveness for her. I almost don't use. I don't think I've used her like at all this year, but I have her built whenever I can. Little Queen Charlotte. This is one of the few bruisers that can get away with being like 150 speed. But I decided to go for less bulk and more speed. Kind of like she actually has pretty good damage especially with Hellcutter. She has pretty good speed, so that it's harder for people to outspeed her and like lock her down type of thing. And also it's you have a chance that because sometimes if you're like the slower, if you're like the 150-ish speed LQC, you fight at hand guy can just literally S3 and then lap you around and then S2 you. But now it's like you're kind of forced to use hand guy S2 on his first turn because, well, I don't think you're going to lap me twice with hand guy. So if you have something that can deal with the attack down after hand guy goes, you can actually stop the counter of that. Because hand guy's always been a strong counter into her. It's like, well, kind of gotta force you into either using S3 or using S2, and I just cleanse it. This is another bruiser that can actually deal with being slower. Because at 163, it's like you may think oh, it's too slow from what you said. Well, she does get 50% CR push, 50% extra CR on top of all the other CR push you have. So. I use Rose. Rose is 25% CR push to the team. It pushes her by almost 38%. So it's fine for her to be a little bit slower than most bruisers that I like to use. But yeah, most of the time if I'm using a bruiser, I kind of want them to be 175 or higher. Another one I don't use often, or actually at all, but I'm actually kind of happy with it. Pretty good bulk, she comes back to life obviously. Low attack though, if I can raise the attack without dropping any other stats, I think it's be fine. Holiday Euphine, the same. Again, I'm super excited for ML Euphine. I love Holiday Euphine. I think she is super underrated. She is such a good unit into a lot of units. So many people just pick Rand into you. It's okay, Holiday Euphine. How do you fiend Dilibet? Pick your poison. Do you want to, ban Dilibet and go for the I could just counter you right then and there, or you want to, ban How do you fiend and I just counter you 100% with Dilibet. Misty Chain is kind of just on PvE stuff. I just gave her a special change already. Kind of Bruiser Charles as well. I need more crit rate. But yeah, he's also kind of a Bruiser build as well. Maya, another unit that I am really, really happy about because 280 speed, really high defense, not crazy health, but you're 280 speed with an RS, that's fine enough. Super underrated. That S3 is loaded. That S3 is super loaded. AOL kind of nerfed her down, I think, again. But I don't really use her anyway, so I don't care. Moon Bunny, an amazing unit. Now her buff was insane. Now she's at 256 ER. I could give her an ER artifact, but I still think I like Doctor's Bag more. I mean, you could definitely use Soul Consolation. I think that's another great option. That would put her at almost 300 ER if I did that too, but. I think she's a solid unit. She's not solid. She's an amazing unit. I think she's still pretty good with Doctor's Bag. I like the additional cleanse and heals that you can get throughout the match. I mean, Amelia's artifact is great too, though, if you want to do that. Sinful Angelica. Whose gear did I take out for this? Was it Made? Might have been Made. I think it was Made, and I gave Made a different gear. Yeah, it might have been that. Like, it's not the fastest for Sinful Angelica, but I have a bit of bulk that she could survive until her turn. 291 ER, which, again, ER is so broken. ER is so, like, bad that, like, I could have 300 ER and I'll still get debuffed like crazy, like, all the time. It's like, oh. Still, 291 ER is still usually reliable for most units, but I guess some AOLs are like 350 effectiveness or something like that. Or 250 effectiveness. Helga, I use her. Do I use her for Expedition? I think I use her against Banshee, for hunting for counters and stuff. Yeah, but I don't know if I use her for any of the expeditions. But you know, just for EPV. I might have nerfed him down even again, but like I don't care honestly. As long as you have okay defense, you have like 25k HP with 230 to 250 speed. You can literally toss the most basic stuff on him, and he's still amazing because as long as he can't get one-shotted before his turn, he's pretty much good. But honestly, this is a very terrible, terrible build for him. But like, I don't care. He does his job. Lionheart Sirmia. Mine's a bit faster because I want to proc and I want to counter. If I can, I usually use Lionheart Sirmia if I see an option that my opponent has that I can guarantee like an extra attack or a counter. Like they pick like Kayron for, well, I mean not Kayron because that's kind of a bad example, but they pick a unit that I know 100% they're going to counter and proc, and I can force it. Then I like the option of speed Sirmia. That means you can cut everyone on their team, and then you can get your ability off. But like, I really should go to Destruction Sound on her. Abigail, I took whatever artifact I had on her, just tossed Rondo on her. Solid defense actually, pretty okay health because it's kind of hard to give her good health. Decent speed, 290 crit damage. That's my Rose. Obviously, if anyone sees my videos, they know I use her like almost every match. Amazing unit. Sage Vivian. I think this video's been going on too long. Same. Lulika. Sorry, people are coming home, so I'm kind of rushing through this. The Lulika, and then like, yeah. I mean, if it's a unit I haven't changed, I'm just going to go blow through it type of thing. Lulika. I mean, not Lulika. Luna, same thing. I need to get her a better cigarette sight. Hades. I don't think any of these units. If anyone who I haven't seen, anyone I actually updated, I guess I will. I rebuilt Karina again. I'm working on a Falconer Cleary with Arius. I think she's gonna be pretty solid counter. Very fun unit to use. I think she'd be really strong. Maid. Kind of just toss gear on her now because I use her for PvE actually. Zeo, my Bruiser Zeo, solid defense, good health. I know this is a crazy Zeo actually. Not the greatest speed for him, but I kind of gave my old super tanky Hoyang gear to Gunther. Makes more sense. Leafy, same as it's been. Eaton. Riza Hawkeye, I haven't used her. Aruga, I took her immunity piece for something else. Lilius. Spez. Bruiser Spez. Kind of scary build actually. I love my Lencia. I think this is PvE build. Another unit I'm working on, Fire Ravi. Pretty fun. Low attack though, but you know, she scales. She's pretty. Actually, she's not terrible in this meta. Not meta, but this frenzy. Because she doesn't get stronger and stronger as the frenzy goes. It's just that she doesn't have any built-in like safety in her kit, aside for her own lifesteal. Yeah, speed. I rebuilt Leica. I lowered Camille's speed. Freaking rat. Kayron. ER Kayron. I have not touched. So A-Robbie's still the same. I guess I'm kind of not with the high. I guess I don't have the much speed as I'd say I should, but you know that's fine. Because you know she CR pushes herself. Charlotte. I need to work on Charlotte actually. I think I took some of her gear off. Holy Sack, Speed Set, Bellion. What was it, health here? Yeah, it's health. Brieg, honestly, oh yeah, I had the low crit damage on this one. But honestly, I use him a lot in, you know, expeditions and PvE stuff, but like, I pull him out sometimes in RTA. He's fun in RTA. Here's one thing I'm also working on, really tanky, like mid-speed Oxlots. Because if anyone saw my videos with like green lots, it's kind of the same situation. I want to make Oxlots that does the same thing. Like really, really tanky, mid-speed, that just constantly keep pushing team up. And then with him being a mage, he can use this. And then if I get this maxed out with like 100% CR, 100%, he just gets his reset off his S2. Melanie, I don't use her, but Stunbot Melody is fun, always fun though. Cdom, oh Cdom, I love Bruiser Cdom. Like this, yeah, I get the one the stun too. She's always so fun to use. Edward, okay, so as you saw right here, this was like I said, 21.4, 21.5, I think, but it was roughly this kind of stat line I used to have on my shoe. But like I swapped it back around. Oh, you're not fully geared. Summer Charlotte. I like her stat line. I don't use her much in, you know, RTA, but I should because she's a really good bruiser. Angelica, same thing that I've always had before. Kawazu. ML Rin. Pretty fun. I haven't used her much because I'm not really a cleaver, but it's there. You know, my fastest unit, 300 speed. This is still the same thing as I had before. You know, it's SBA, always a fun unit to use, but Violet, yep, solid enough defensive stats and health. You know, I think he's pretty good. He's definitely tanky. Another unit I was kind of working on, well, I wouldn't say working on because I put him in Grace of Growth, but like testing out. Pretty good bulk for a 3-star. Speed imprint. Only 8 speed, obviously, but like, you know, basically his build is like he gets, you know, he had 100% chance he cleanses 1 debuff at the beginning of his turn. And then with Wander's Potion Vow, he basically cleanses 2 debuffs every turn just for being alive. I thought that would be kind of cool, and maybe as like a semi-counter to some of these units, but I was like, I used them once or twice, but it didn't go so well. ML Bologna is amazing. I love her. One of the best units in Guild Wars, and actually now in RTA. I do not use her because I usually pre-ban her. So, but you know, if I don't want to pre-ban her, I want to use her, and I have her built. Lots, like I said before, really bulky. Actually, I think my Oxlots is bulkier, but this has a little bit of ER. And this amount of CR pushes that he gets himself, and he has heals. So it's like, do you want the attack or do you want the heals? Here's the fun one I am working on. 258 speed counter unit. I'm going to try to get her to 260, 265 on a counter set. Because I know I can. Because this is only like 15 speed and this is only like 16 speed. If I can get this to like, see, it's 21, that's 19, that's 20. If I can get this, like, so I get both of these at 19, that'd be what, 4 speed, 3 speed, so that'd be 7 speed, that'd be 265. So if I get these two to 19 speed, if I get 19 speed on helmet and you know, weapon, that'd be 265 speed counter. I tossed this on her just for that she has a chance of death break and be annoying on her turn. I know it does not work in counters. And I don't care about her doing damage, so I decided to go for the health one on here. I think it'd be fun though. I used her, I think I used her once, but I lost in it though. SBA, SSB, but I do want to rebuild her. If this is higher crit damage, then I've been fine. A crit chance, I would have been fine with this, but like, I don't know. Ilnov, counter, oh yeah, she's slow, isn't she? And she doesn't have a crit rate. If I can get her 100% crit rate and maybe get just the 150 speed at least, then I'll be happy with her build. That's a lot of crit damage. But yeah, that's probably where I can get the crit rate. MLK, I actually have some okay ER on him with not the best defensive stats, but he has pretty good damage. I use him sometimes. He's solid. He's very good now, actually. My weird, like, terrible Dust Devil counter Arby. I think I used him. I don't know where I used him. I don't know. I don't know if I used him in an RTA match or not, but like, he's funny though. He's not good, but he's funny. Oh, Requiem Roar, that's right. Yeah, I use her in Automation Tower a lot too. Mort, Injury Mort. Doesn't he have built-in Elbers? Oh no, he has built-in counter. Okay, so you want to put an Elbers on him? Yeah, okay, that's right. I knew he had one or the other. I don't know if he had built-in Elbers or built-in counter, but he has built-in counter. Okay, that's why I'm able to get with injury instead of counter set. But you know, I think he's pretty fun with this. I don't use him. Oh, what's his artifact again? Oh yeah, I should give him a different artifact. Oh, here's one of them that I made a video for. It is my counter Unity Stene with Tenebria's artifact. So her dual attack chance is 12.6. So her dual attack chance is almost 24%. She almost has 24% dual attack chance, and she has pretty good bulk, especially for Stene. Decent, not the worst damage actually. It's just she's base speed. She doesn't need a turn though. She either counters on the enemy's turn or she, dual attacks. Besides for the times she don't dual attack, and other people get pulled in, even though she's 24% dual attack chance. Oh, kind of built. That's right. I used to have her built. Rwana, Rem. Oh, I took her Sigurd scythe, I think. Oh yeah, that's right. I got another Golden Rose. I need to upgrade that whenever I can. But Purgus. I guess you see a lot of my units that have like one item missing because I took one of them for something else that I used to have built, or that I'm in the process of working. I think I'm still slowly working on this too. Actually, I don't know. He needs a buff like desperately. I don't think there's anyone on here that's like I'm like working on. I want to rebuild her. I did pull her. I didn't use her yet. Yeah, I'm not using my Lilius. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it. I don't want to make this video too long. So sorry about that. Like, people got home and I'm trying not to be loud and annoying type of thing. So I kind of had to rush through it a bit. Anyways, I don't think there's anything special. I do want to rebuild Kizuna Eye at some point. There's a lot of units here that's like super fun that I kind of want to build. Allison was one I kind of want to build too at some point. I tried Junie. It didn't really work so well. Yeah, keeping the Giga Phantasm, these two Phantasmas just for you know, just say, hey, I remember the days we used to do this. I did pull Knockwool, but I don't have her built. Oh, I'll leave it here for now to figure out what the hell I want to do with it. Yeah, I don't have her built yet. I don't know if I want to build her. She's kind of the same situation as Lua. I haven't built Lua either, so I haven't built Ran either, honestly, because I'm not a cleaver, so I don't care. I wouldn't mind playing her though, so I might build her at some point. And saving these two for a limited, or in this case, if I like the MLU Fiend and I pull her, I might use it on her, honestly. Actually, no, because I can always just use the side store, no, the summoning, side storage summon thing, and just pull for U-Fiends there, because then I'll be able to get Merciless Gluttons, and Merciless Glutton is, to me, my favorite artifact in the game. Well, Draco Plate too, because as a person who is considered like a Bruiser player, the Sigurd Scythe, I have another Creation Destruction, because I have one maxed already. Like Golden Rose, Sigurd Scythe, those two are amazing as well. Well, like, you know, I have another Golden Rose right here. Uber Soup's pretty good. It's two Sigurd Scythes right here. I have a Merciless Glutton right here. Draco Plate, another Merciless Glutton, another Merciless Glutton, and then I think another Merciless Glutton down here. I have 3 Merciless Gluttons. I know that because I have one on U-Fiend, I have one on Lilibet, and I think the other one is on my other Lilibet. Yep. And then Draco Plate, I have one on ML Shoe. That's plus 27. I have a plus 30 on Apocalypse Ravi. Oh, there's another one right here. Oh, yeah, and I'm plus 30 on Dilibet. Wait, don't I have... I thought I had 3 maxed out Great Dracos, don't I? I do. Because the other one's on Lilibet. That's right, because I have 3 maxed out plus 30 Dracos. And I have a plus 27 Draco. Yeah, so when it comes to warrior artifacts, I'd go for all in. I love the warrior artifacts. Anyways, if I can get some mystic summons through like shop refresh, and if I buy some mystics, I might do a summoning for MLU Fiend if I can get enough. So I will see you guys next video.